Kugan Cassius for Rifle TV in association with Macklinshire and Marbella with the press conference for Lee versus Saunders, September 19th, Thomond Park in Limerick. This is the London half. Had the Limerick one last week.
Yeah.
I thought this one was slightly more entertaining.
Yeah, a bit more juice in it. A couple more extra characters added into the mix, but these things are just the routine at the moment. You get here, you say your piece. But there's nothing that needs to be said about this fight. If you know boxing, if you're a smart boxing person, you can see that all the ingredients are there for this fight, and should make, like I said, it should be a special night.
An interesting conversation that arose on the top table there was the undercard. Obviously, yourself and Adam in favour of putting obviously Katie Taylor on the bill, and you especially, and Frank was kind of opposed to it because he's not a fan of boxing, women's boxing, shall we say. So, but that'll be on your half anyway. So
yeah, listen, Katie Taylor has transcended the boxing world, and the sport in Ireland, she's crossed over. She's not just a boxer, she's a household name in Ireland. Everybody knows her, and she's done more for female boxing than I think anybody has. She's fought all over the world and won all over the world, and people never get to see her fight at home. They all know who she is, but they're always reading about it in the papers or looking up online. I have to go through all these websites and streams. So this is a chance for me to put her on a stage at home in front of 30,000 people, and people can fully appreciate her for what she's done, and it's a little way to say thank you for all that she's done for the country of Ireland.
Absolutely. I spoke to you about this last week. Obviously, there's a strong possibility that Richard Towers will be on the bill as well as Ryan Bennett, and obviously there's a huge cry for Spike O'Sullivan to be on the bill. So, kind of like it is starting to fill up that undercard. Just obviously the deals need to be made for that.
Yeah, I think all those fights are good possibilities as long as they can be sorted out. It'd be nice to get Spike O'Sullivan on the card, and I know Richard Towers is more than likely going to be on the undercard, barring injury, and he'll be in a very good heavyweight title, and maybe a title fight, but maybe with one of the top contenders. So it's shaping up nicely, and I'm very proud to be headlining the event.
Adam Booth made some interesting comments in the press conference in relation to this being a real world title fight where the public are sometimes fooled by the so many belts that confuses even people involved in boxing, let alone the outside public, about what a real world title fight is, and made reference to the fact is this is a real one.
Yeah, it's fun. Well, not funny, but like if something crazy was to happen at a press conference here, I don't know. People get excited and turned on by different things, and it's just the world we live in. If you like boxing, if you're a smart boxing person, you just have to look at the two fighters involved and know that this is a real fight. And no matter if it was anywhere in the world, it'd be watched by a lot of people. So this is a real fight. Like I said, and we're going to be giving everything. He's undefeated, the upcoming guy in the division, right in the ring top 10, and we're both right in the ring top 10. So that makes it a significant fight. It's a 5-star fight on BoxRec, I'm sure, and there's not many of those that come along.
Billy Joe Saunders is obviously in action this Friday night, so I'm sure you have a keen interest in that too. Obviously, make sure that there's no, things happen, cuts and things like that.
That's the only thing. I don't think he's going to lose the fight, and I think it's a very smart move by him and his side to have a fight because it has so many benefits to staying active. And he's going to be making the weight. He's been in training, and like I said, I think it's a smart move. My only downside is that if he gets injured, it will jeopardise the fight. So fingers crossed. I'll be watching anxiously, supporting him almost, and hopefully he doesn't get injured.
Certainly hope not. Just a quick word on yesterday's antics in Dusseldorf in Germany. Did you catch any of it?
Yeah, I watched it. I only watched your video of it, and Tyson is always guaranteed entertainment, and it was good. It's an intriguing fight. Tyson can ask a lot of questions of Vladimir that hasn't been asked in a while, but Vladimir is a dominant champion, and he's been there. He's there for a reason, I think Tyson has a better chance than anybody Vladimir's fought in a long time. But is it a good enough? We'll see what happens. We're going to see on the night.
Well, we've been waiting all this time for the first world champion traveller. Might have two in the space of a few, in a space of 9-10 months.
Steal all my thunder. No, listen. If Tyson wins the world title, I'll be right there with him, and I'll be there cheering for him. I'm going to go out to the fight, watch the fight live. I have to sit on the fence because they're both very good friends of mine. I'm keep in touch with Vladimir from our days with Emmanuel Stewart, and Vladimir's a class act in and out of the ring. And let's go there and watch the fight and enjoy it. Just
finally, can you just clarify your relationship with Tyson? I heard you talking about it earlier on, so just for people that don't know.
Oh, it goes along. Our grandmothers are sisters, and it's through his mother's side that we're related. Tyson's mother's side. That's it. We're second cousins, and his grandmother. I know this because my dad had to stand affidavit for it when he was fighting for the Irish title. They had to prove that he actually has Irish relations, and because back in those days there was no birth papers and travellers were moving around all the time. My dad stood affidavit and swore an oath that Tyson's grandmother was born in Banshire, County Tipperary. So we'll claim when he wins the world title he'll be Irish.
Funny enough, my great grandmother.
There you go.
Wasn't Irish at all, which makes me ineligible to fight for any sort of Irish title. But these things happen. Andy, listen, thanks for talking to IFL TV, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you ahead of September the 19th, which is rapidly upon us. A couple of months.
It's coming up soon. There's not much time. Get your tickets and tune into BoxNation. Box and Booth Nation.
Thank you very much.